everybody for joining us on this fine Friday afternoon for our first ever Dataverse conference and Datathon. Perfect. So I think I'll start with the agenda. So we'll go over what the Waterloo Data Science Club is. Hopefully most of you know, but if not, I'm happy to go over who we are. We'll go over the conference schedule, some logistics, just so you can make the best use of your time over this weekend. And then we'll go into introducing the Datathon, which I know that many people are very excited about. And then we'll go into like our keynote presentation led by one of our own professors, which is very exciting. And then we'll also go into our first workshop of this weekend. Awesome. So what is the Data Science Club? So we were I think we were founded by our founders several years ago, I think like 4 or 5 years ago. And the real goal was to have a community where people are able to come together and learn about like data science concepts and just like meet like-minded individuals. And that's exactly what our mission right now as well. And this is just one of the several events that we hold throughout the year across different terms to just like expose you to data science and everything it has to offer. So definitely check us out. We'd love to have you be a part of our sort of vibrant community and help it grow. Awesome. So for the schedule, this is our first day. Thank you so much for being here. It will start with the opening ceremony, and then we'll go into introducing the Datathon, just talking about like everything you can expect over the next couple of days. Then we'll have our first opening keynote by one of our professors on the intro of machine learning, and then we'll go into workshop number 1, which is on data science libraries. And then tomorrow, we will have another workshop, just another reminder that these workshops are really useful because I feel like it can be a great way for you to get inspiration for the Datathon itself. And I know our education team put a whole lot of work into those workshops, so definitely attend them. And also not to say like all the other events are equally as important and hopefully super beneficial for you, so make sure to attend them. And then at 3:10, so a little later in the day, we'll have our first panel, which is navigating the data science journey. So for anyone who's interested in learning more about data science and hearing from people who've like made it sort of, definitely attend just so you can hopefully gain inspiration and also like be able to do the same. And then we have 2 networking sessions with both of our sponsors. I think I should have begun with this, but I did want to give a huge shout out to both of our sponsors, Databricks and Loblaws, for making this event possible. And we have networking sessions with both of them. So definitely join us there so you can meet industry professionals and get to know them one-on-one. Perfect. And then for our final conference day, unfortunately, our first workshop has been canceled. But that means that there's just more time for you to work on your Datathon. And again, like if you had any questions about that at all, feel free to put it in Discord, and organizers and mentors should be available to help you at all times. So yeah, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. And then we have our speed networking and games on Discord, and this is just a way for you to sort of blow off some steam. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely check the participant guide for the most updated schedule. Thanks, Julia. But yeah, definitely join us and different execs on Discord, get to know us a little bit and blow off some steam after working really hard on your Datathon. It's not included here, but I did want to mention that like right after this, like at 2 p.m., this is sort of when the Datathon submissions are due. On DevPost, you should be able to find more information on participant guide as well as Discord. And then after that, we have our second panel, which is building your personal brand. So if you're interested in like learning about networking on LinkedIn, building your personal brand, basically the title of the panel itself, and also just learning more about the data science journey for different co-op students, definitely attend. And right after this session, so from 3:15 to 6:30, this is when the live judging will be taking place. I know that this isn't on the schedule, but we'll make sure to update it when we share the slides with you on Discord. And then finally, we'll have the closing ceremony at 6:30, and then our closing keynote by Sal on changes in the data science industry. Perfect. Yeah, and for logistics, these are just things that I sort of wanted everyone to be aware of. First up, all the workshop and events. So everything we have planned over this weekend will be held on Zoom. Hopefully all of you have received invites to each of those Zoom links, but if not, you should be able to find that on Discord or even in the participant guide. And all of our announcements about like deadlines, when the Datathon is due, about different events coming up, they'll all be on Discord. So please make sure you're on it. If not, and you notice that some of your team members are not, let us know and hopefully we can follow up with them. Again, like if any questions come up throughout this weekend, just ping us on Discord. There are two channels for Ask Organizers and Ask Mentors, and someone should always be available from our team to help you out. And again, this is just a reminder to definitely interact with us and also attend our events. A lot of hard work went into putting this out for you. So we'd love to have you there. And also there are very fun engagement prizes. Awesome. This is the last slide for me, which is about Discord tips. There is a panel on the top left, which is called events, and you can subscribe to events that you're interested in. Hopefully you're interested in all of them, but just to do that so you're reminded of it and you don't have to sort of like always be thinking about it. Be sure to introduce yourself. Like the goal of this conference is for you to be able to like work on a really cool project, but also meet really like-minded individuals. So definitely feel free to introduce yourself and like ping anyone else that you see introducing themselves that you'd like to talk to. And then definitely change your server name. I think it would be helpful for both of the organizers and mentors, as well as your team members, to know who you are, because I know sometimes Discord usernames can be a little hard to distinguish. And this can be done by clicking on your profile and then hitting the edit server profile button. And then finally, like if you still don't know which team you're a part of, definitely you can just go to the Datathon team's text channel, and there should be a link to an Excel spreadsheet. But yeah, I think that was a long.
Oh, what?
Yeah, sorry. Anyone have a question?
I'm not in yet. No. Should I? I have to go.
No worries. I can mute you. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for muting yourself. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just gonna pause here for any questions at all about like anything I've gone through, the conference, the schedule. And again, like if anything comes up later on, you can definitely reach out to us in Discord and we should be able to assist you. Perfect. Awesome. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to give it over to our VP of Education and Education Lead, Jack and Alvin, to take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Prithika. Can you guys hear me? Is my audio good? Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the Data Science Club is really excited to be hosting a Datathon as part of the Dataverse conference for this weekend. And the Datathon is an opportunity for you all to work on a data science project with your peers, and it's a great chance to learn and apply new skills. Some of the types of projects that you might want to do include exploratory data analysis, visualizations, machine learning applications, and more. The teams are of 4 or less, and the teams are posted in the Discord in the team formation channel. And the Datathon officially starts at 8 p.m. tonight, and submissions are due at 2 p.m. on Sunday. Next slide. So in terms of the actual details of the submission, we have a dev post, and so that's where you'll be making your submission. Some basic requirements are that you need to have a GitHub repo, and which includes a link to your data set if it's not already included within your GitHub repo. You should include a short but descriptive README for your repo. We'll be posting a template for that in the Discord, which we recommend you use. And last, for your actual code, we want you to either use a notebook or have clear setup instructions so that we're able to understand your code and run it for ourselves. So that's the submission details. In terms of the presentations, which will be happening at 3:15 p.m. on Sunday, you should have some sort of research question, which makes it clear what you were investigating. You should also discuss your thought process and considerations while talking about your data analysis and methodology. And then at the end, you can present your results as well as reflect on the project and comment on areas that could have been potentially improved. So next slide. Perfect. So we have 6 categories for the rubric, and there are 4 levels for each category. So submissions will be marked out of 24. The first category is originality. So we'll be looking at the ways in which the project's objective is original and innovative. Broader impact, we'll be looking at how, in what ways the project is valuable to the team and community. Methodology, we'll be evaluating that about how relevant the chosen tools are and the techniques used. The results category will be looking at how well the project outcome corresponds to appropriate evaluation metrics. Reproducibility is just checking to see how verifiable the results are. And communication is about how clearly you communicate the project both in your code and in the actual presentation. So I'll hand it off to Alvin to talk about the judging and prizes.
Yep. So remember, submission stops on Sunday at 2 p.m. We'll send out schedules for judging between 2 p.m. and 3:15 p.m. on Sunday. And judging will happen over Discord voice channel, so you have around 5 minutes to present the project that you have been working on over the weekend. Every submission is automatically eligible for the top 3 prizes, and you can see the prize amounts on the slides there. And if you used any concepts taught in a workshop or reading group, you can apply for those on DevPost once you submit your project. And some workshop topics that we have done in this semester include text-to-speech, SVM, regression, and Docker. And for reading groups, that include transformers and computer vision. Next slide. So in terms of data sets, you can use any data sets as long as you credit them in your submission. These are some common places to look for data sets. And if you're not looking for anything in particular, Kaggle and Google data set search that won't ever go wrong. There are some standardized data sets in Papers with Code, some governmental data sets in data.gov, and of course, some text data sets in the Hugging Face library. And if you're aiming for originality, you can, of course, create your own data sets via web scraping or like querying APIs. If you're looking for any assistance in any areas, especially if you're competing for those reading groups / workshop prizes, feel free to check out our YouTube channel. And you can also ping us anytime on Discord and ask mentors if you have any specific questions. And all these information can be found in the participant guide on Discord.
Awesome. But yeah, I think this was all we had in terms of like introducing the Datathon as well as the conference. So did anyone in the audience have any questions at all? And I think like something while people think of questions, I did want to sort of say that all of these slides will be made available after, I believe, the workshop today, or no, after the keynote presentation today. So you can like have all of these links to get started. But yeah, I think I had a question for both Jack and Alvin is, I guess like for someone who's just starting out and this is their first time sort of participating in a Datathon, what would you say would be sort of like the first step that one would take?
Yeah, that's a good question, Prithika. I'm actually going to be leading a workshop at 8:10, where it's basically designed for anyone who's never done a data science project before. So I'll be going over like some tips and tricks about how to use a notebook, some places to look for data sets. So like I'm going to be looking at a few of these websites that we've provided on the screen. I'm going to be talking about some essential data science libraries like Pandas, NumPy, as well as some machine learning libraries such as scikit-learn and TensorFlow. So that's a great resource that if you're a complete beginner, I'll be hosting that in an hour and a half. So stick around.